everlasting and loving God in heaven, we give you glory and honor for this wonderful day that you've granted unto us. We thank you for these amazing people that you've brought together for this special occasion. We thank you for the journey that you've taken us through, all since we started the classes until now today when we are celebrating digital excellence. We pray, Lord, that you may guide us through as we begin today's session until the time when we come to an end. And when we do that, all glory and honor shall be yours. For this we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. Today is another wonderful day when we celebrate digital excellence. I think you've been here for quite some time. There are those who finished their studies, I think, last year. Over the years, we've been having these graduations, and just to present the certificates and to release our students to the market. This year graduation will be quite different because for this year, we'll be launching a platform for all our students, alumni, and everyone who has the willingness to get into the digital space. This platform, the KE Online, is a platform that has been in existence, but we've tried to make it more useful to the people outside there. And for this platform, you can work in two different ways that, again, you will be able to share with us. So before that, I'd also just wish to take this opportunity to get it from the students, how the journey has been, how you find the experience during the classes, and of course, after you're done with the classes. We'd also want to know how is it that you're feeling that now that you are graduating the certificate in digital marketing. I take this opportunity to welcome Keith for the first session. Karibu Faith.
Hi everyone. My name is Keith, and my experience has been really good so far. We're able to touch on 5 things. So there was SEO, there was email marketing, there was bulk SMS, there was also Google Analytics and web design. And personally, I found web design being my favorite because we're able to come up with websites and to design them the way you wanted. And personally, I'd say the experience was amazing. The teaching was hands-on, it was practical, and I really liked it. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. I think that's great. Next, let me welcome Winfred.
Hi everyone. My name is Winfred. So for my experience, currently I'm at Bank of Africa doing graphic design, and I needed to do the digital marketing thing because it will have come in handy with the graphic design. So it has been really helpful. I've been able to now do the website design. I've been able to put my work over, like the portfolio thing, I've been able to do now in a website form, of which it has helped me be more marketable. I'll say the class has been amazing. I got to learn new things, new ideas, how to navigate in the market out there. So I'll choose and I'll tell everyone about OraDMT anytime, any day. And yeah, you can continue looking for more people because there's also, we can be able to like get jobs, freelance. Steve are very helpful if you maybe need a side hustle. Maybe you need someone needs a website design or something. You can just tell Steve, and there is money that they give you after you bring in clients. So far it has been amazing, and thank you OraDMT for the experience.
Next, let me just welcome John. He'll also take us through, and lastly, Luis.
Morning, everyone. My name is John. So I just finished around some months ago. So for me, the experience in OraDMT has been great because at first I was a little bit interested in web design and the digital space. So once I got to know more about it, it became more fascinating. Because after the lessons, I had put the work into hand. For example, I got my own website, which I started designing. My social media platform has been growing quite a while since after attending the social media classes. Because I started from 0 followers to 1,000 now, 2 weeks ago. So thanks to Steve and the team. Yeah, so I'm grateful to Oracom. The lessons were great and the experience was also nice. Because once you start, you can start out feeling a little bit unmotivated. But when you know why you're doing it, you get to keep on moving forward. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much, John. I'd also wish to welcome Luis. Then lastly, if we have quite a number of invitees, those who have joined us for the graduation today, if there's anyone who wants to also speak about the experience, about whoever they have come with, then I'll also give a chance to one. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. So, to speak of myself and my experience with OraDMT, it has been a very it's been a very nice and interesting course. I learned quite a bit in regards to email marketing, which was something I was very particularly interested in figuring out, how to like tap into different people's, emails, find their interests, send them something that they could be interested in looking at, and just, building a portfolio or a base of different people that you'd like to target. The web design was also very interesting to me because I do tend to aim for like more creative avenues for design and things like that. And somehow I've utilized it in kind of creating a website for my family and for just selling different kinds of properties for any people who are interested in that. And so far, we've had some people who are interested, and so far so good. I've learned quite a bit from OraDMT. I've recommended it to several of my coworkers and friends to come here and learn, digital marketing, media, photography, everything, because they have a wide variety of multiple professions. So, yeah, I do believe I enjoyed my time learning from them, and thank you.
OraDMT has really boosted my confidence. It has been quite a journey, especially with Mr. Alphonse. He's the energy booster. He gives you motivation to start even your own company. So I want to thank OraDMT for giving me this opportunity to just show me things that I should have known kitambo, but I now know now, and I'm extremely thankful. I'm extremely grateful for even the team, the company. It has really boosted me. Thank you so much, and have a nice time to all.
Thank you so much. Those are just but a few, and a reflection of what we do at OraDMT. And we are usually grateful to hear such responses. It helps us to know where are we doing well, or on which points do we need to improve on. Next, at OraDMT, we have quite a number of trainers. And of course, just as you had watched earlier, digital marketing is not just one of the courses that we offer. We have digital marketing, we have graphic design, we have web design, we have photography, as well as video. Majority of our trainers were not able to attend today because of one or two reasons. But for those who are here, give them a minute or two to also just tell us the experience. So I'll start with our photography trainer, Mr. Brian Alusa. Then I'll go to the next. Karibu, Brian.
Wow, I didn't expect that. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you. You're looking amazing this morning. And my name is Brian Alusa. I usually train in photography and videography. That is my area, and editing, both for photography and videography. It's been amazing. I've been able to interact with a number of you in terms of the photography department, the videography, if not photography, something else we were able to meet while you are training around. And I can say that I'm sure that right now you're ripe for the market and you're ready for what the world needs, whereby now the world is going digital. Everything is just going digital. People are going online to look for things. We can say nowadays it's all about SEO, ranking, your social media presence, and how your Google Analytics looks like in terms of business. I'm sure those are some of the things that you were taught while you were in class. And I can say that as you go out there, just put them out. And also those who are doing photography, just know that nowadays it's all about, everything has changed when it comes to the creative world, whereby now you get that people want videos to be attached to, let's say, to their captions. People also want photos to be attached to their captions. So we can say that, and they do want action photos, action videos, and things have changed. It's not like back in the days you could get a 3-minute video. Nowadays it's specific, 90 seconds. And you can see that there's presence of TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and Reels. Those are some of the things that are literally selling at the moment, some of the things that we do. Because you can see that the clients will just come. They tell you, hey, Lusa, we want you to help us come up with good Reels for marketing. So you can see it's also something you can tap in. There are people who are just out there looking for creative minds that can be able to help them boost their brands. And how do you do this? You do this nowadays through Reels. And you don't need, most likely not even a camera for a Reel. You all need to have some few videography skills, a good phone gimbal, and you're good to go. So we can say that at this time, when you go out there and you get into the social media space, just know that while you do the digital space itself, just know that photos and videos are also important, and people want videos and photos that do communicate. Action photos and action videos, you just have to be creative and explore different editing softwares. So if you need we can say that if you need me to also take you through how you can be able to come up with good Reels, how you can be able to come up with good slideshows when it comes to photos. Remember, if you cannot be able to make it to the videography side, you can do some slideshows to be able to help you when it comes to marketing, when it comes to selling that product and pushing it out. So I'm available when it comes to that. Thank you very much, and congrats to everyone who has attended today.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lusa. I'll speak on behalf of the digital marketing trainers, some of which are not available here today. So when it comes to digital marketing, it's a field that is quite evolving almost every day. Things are changing with days. I just tried to maybe just give a recap of whatever we cover, why we cover them, and the reason as to why you need them in the digital world. So basically our course is divided into 3 modules, and this course into 5 modules. This course tries to cover all the areas of digital marketing. So we usually start from what most people perceive digital marketing to be. And mostly when students come and we ask them, why are you coming for digital marketing, they usually say, I want to get to know I want to get more about social media. So that's our starting point, and we usually start from social media marketing, content marketing, as well as media buying, where our students try to learn about the various platforms of social media. So be it Facebook, be it Instagram, LinkedIn, X, TikTok, and the emerging social medias. We also look at content marketing, where we try to explore the various ways in which you can come up with content in terms of copywriting as well as graphics. Then in terms of media buying, we look at just how do we set our paid ads how do you target the right audience from the various social media platforms. We also cover email marketing as well as mobile messaging, where in email marketing we try to just target the corporate world. How do you come up with various campaigns that you can send to the corporate world? Week 3 is more of content management that is covered by another trainer. So this is where we look at how do you make updates on the website. But then again, we cannot just move into making updates before you have a prior knowledge of how is this website created. So we first take you through the process of creating a simple landing page. Then once you have that understanding, now we take you through the process of making updates on that website. Then once you have a website, the biggest worry is how is it going to rank on the search engine. So every business have certain keywords, and keywords is basically what words does your clients use when they're looking for that particular product or the service. So we need to optimize those in 3 ways. We have the on page, where we look at the activities that we'll be doing within the website to ensure that such keywords are able to rank. We also look at the off page, which is more of backlinkings and site submissions to the various directories. We usually summarize our training in week 5 with web data, audience, and analytics. And during this class, we just try to analyze the data that we get from our website. So trying to understand on which platform gives us the highest number of traffic. Is it social media? Is it direct messaging? Or is it the search engine that is giving us the highest number of traffic? And what does clients come to do when they come to our website? Which pages do they visit mostly? So all this, all combined, helps you to understand the digital space as a business, or just when you want to build your career. I think that sums it up for all the trainers in digital marketing. I only cover a part, that is email marketing, that I cover. Lastly, I'd wish to welcome the last trainer that covers graphic designs. Now, digital marketing is just part of it, but you need to have like a whole understanding. How do you come up with graphics? How do you come up with the captions? How do you come up with the strategies for your digital marketing? So we have our lead graphic designer and the trainer in graphic design, Mr. Evans. Give him a chance. Round of applause. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, so my name is Evans Kipkemoy, and I'm the lead graphic designer at OraDMT. OraDMT is just a brand just like OraDMT. And in OraDMT, we do SEO, we do social media marketing, as you've been told by Steve. We also do the paid ads. Yeah, so I was privileged to have sorry. I'm sorry I can't see my student here, but I believe she's on the way. She's called Glory. I took her through a graphic design course. It was a 5-week course, and we covered like Adobe Photoshop, we covered Adobe Illustrator, and we also covered InDesign and a bit of Canva. Yeah, so that's basically what the areas that we cover for the 5-week period. Yeah, so that's it for me.
Thank you. I think we are just right on time as Mr. Alphonse comes in. Actually, the next phase was for him. All right, let me just set him up, then he'll take us through the next session. Mr. Alphonse Juba has just joined us, CEO Oracom Group. He'll take us through a session, about an hour session, of basically the various opportunities that are available at Oracom Group, and basically what the digital marketing field looks like outside there. So I just want us to take this moment to welcome Mr. Alphonse with a round of applause as he comes.
So thank you so much, everyone, for finding time to be here. Like he said, my name is Alphonse Juma, and what I'm going to take you through here, I know there are several people, so many of students that we've trained. Whenever you come in for the trainings, we always like, what are the opportunities that are available, and how can we make it more easier for you when you finish up with your trainings and you're moving into the outside world? what is this that you can do to help you get the first money? So we've been developing something, and you guys are so lucky that you're the first group that you're doing this presentation for. And I'm going to share with us what we have. Just make sure that you can see here clearly, because we already have a set of people. There are around 20 people who joined us last week. They are already working at the office. Those 20 people, one of them is Nancy. Is she here? Yes, great. They are working on several businesses, helping them on how they can get digitally fit. So what we've done at Oracom is we've used data as you were taught in class, and I'm happy that I also taught you some things. So I'll be asking you so many things, by the way. So what we've done is we've made sure that using data, you as a student, pass your class, you're able to do something that will give you the next money. So that's what I'm going to present here. I would like us to be very keen, because it would really help you. Now, what we've built, and throughout this presentation, I'm going to take us through real-time dashboards, like monies that are coming right now by several digital marketers. Some of them are the 20 I've mentioned. We are also recruiting a large team into the counties. So if you feel there is something you can do on digital marketing and you're in a certain county, you are free to do that. We're also doing the same thing within the East African market. So you guys are so lucky. And what I'm going to do is to quickly run you through this dashboard here. After this, you'll be working with Steve so that he can be able to onboard you and you start getting your first client. There are two types of ways in which you'll be using this dashboard. Like I said, this is primarily for digital marketers or those who are into content creation, or those who are offering any service that is related to helping someone get online. Yeah, so to get us started, let me start by logging into the admin end, just to give you some of the figures that you already have right now that keep coming, just to give you hope that there is money. Because in this country, you know, you can be told about something, but you don't know whether it's really working. Is it really working? So let's quickly look at this. So what I'm going to log in here is what I see from my end as the admin of this platform. As the admin, there are several people, like I've told you, who are given the access to the dashboard, and what they're doing is using the platform to make money, mostly as digital marketers. I hope you're still good. So let me try and make this. Are we all able to see clearly? Good, because you're going to talk about numbers. So what you can see on this end here are already figures that we have as we speak right now. And this platform we started 2 weeks ago. Overall, since 2 weeks ago, several people like you people are submitting requests of work, and they are here is now a total of 11 million. This number we didn't know when we started this. I'm going to explain to you how this number arises. So out of all these requests that people have put of services that you guys can be able to implement, total to this, today is a Saturday, so I can see no one is working today. Maybe they have enough, so no one is working today. But overall, which is what's here on the leads manager, we've put several people in the counties, and we are training them right now. And you guys are part of the people we want to train as well, and give you this dashboard. I'm going to show you how your account will look like. And then once you're given this dashboard, several people talk to people about digital marketing. And I'm so happy that Janet is here today. She's somebody really respected in this area of digital marketing. And I remember in 2019, she trained one of the lots of corporates. Yeah, and I'm so happy, Janet, that you're here. It's really a great honor. So what happens past this is that after your training, now what next? So these are the figures that we have. As we speak right now, we have 11,323,768. Those are leads that have been submitted into the platform right now. These leads are submitted by people who are looking for jobs. They are simply given databases, and I'm going to take us through the entire of that process. And then they are told, how do you identify somebody who needs social media marketing? How do you identify a logo that needs help? There are logos that need help, like a logo that needs a redesign. How do you identify a website that needs to be redesigned? How do you identify a company that needs a domain name? How do you identify a company that needs bulk SMS, for example? How do you identify a company that can enhance their content creation for their own growth? So that's what we teach them. And there is a WhatsApp group. We'll be able to share it with you as well. You can be able to join it there. So several trainings goes on. After they are trained, they are given this dashboard. So what they do is they simply come here to submit leads, because each one of them have a dashboard like this, and I'm going to show you their dashboards. They simply come here and submit leads. I would expect somebody to come help me. Thank you. Submit leads. Now, these people who are submitting these leads are people who don't know anything about digital marketing, but they are trained. So they are able to identify when a client needs help or when a client needs a service, and then they enter them here by putting in the lead's name, the brand that they want to target, the service, the due date for that particular lead, the associated company. So all those companies are already here on the dashboard. They select the source, so just click here, source. So what we train these people on, and they are the same things you've been trained. Like, this is so easy for you people, because all these things you've been trained. But there is a service called bulk SMS that you can use an SMS to reach a certain set of businesses. If you are given a database, a phone number and an email address of a business, they also use WhatsApp. Some of them they refer from their friends' networks, etc. So these are sources of leads for them on the platform. And there are various things. TikTok, for example, there are platforms that are already very big. So they use all this. So they will indicate the source of that particular lead that they are putting into the system. They would put in the name of the customer, the person who wants that service. It could be a business, it could be an individual. Just click out. They also indicate the email address, the phone number, and then they assign it to somebody. So just come here to assign. So when they come here to assign, for those of you who will be okay to get into the platform, we are going to enter your details here, plus a service that you think you can offer. And which are these services? These are any services that would help somebody to get online or to get digital. Basically, they are services of a digital marketer. So what are they? Photography, social media, all those things. So they'll just come here and look for all the people who have already been entered into the system, and they feel they can be good in that, for example. And some of you may be good in other things. I think there was a student. You said you're good in what? Sorry? Fitness. Yeah, like he's a fitness guy. So what we can do is we come in here. So for example, because he's good in fitness, there are so many fitness companies that he can work with. Let's say in the area of content creation, right? Or just helping them in their online presence. Why? Because for him, he's already learned digital marketing and he's already related it to his particular interests. Are we together? So that's what we'll put here. We'll put in the name, his name, and the service that he thinks he can offer. And I hope some of you guys right now, you already have services you believe you can offer. Cindy, there are certain things you can offer already. Which one do you think you can offer? Like, I get you a client and you can serve. Not yet. Social media, managing my Facebook page, my Twitter account, generating for me content. There are some of those services you can already start offering, right? Yeah, so that's what we'll do here. And then when you enter in that, you'll put in the priority of them, you'll put in the status, and then you'll choose in the country. So majority of this, just click here again, country. Majority of the tasks that you guys are going to receive, they are also going to come across East Africa, because this is not just a platform for Kenya. And then you'll come here and select the currency for that. Some of the projects you guys will be having, because anyone who is using the platform will be indicating the currencies. Some of you will be paid in dollars, and then they indicate the amount. So this is what goes into the figure I was talking about. Then they indicate the request here as submitted. So once they submit, just click out. That lead will come here. The person who was tagged will pick it up, and then that person will start converting it for you. Once this lead is converted, like I've said, these leads are submitted by different people spread across the country. Currently, there are almost 400, but there are 20 who are working with us already at the office. So they continue submitting them on a daily basis. They submit requests. For example, this is a request that has been submitted. This is Sarafina Locho, Ngek, stroke Jika. The lead is in progress currently, so there's someone who is working with them. And this client is already quoted 406,000. Like it's serious. Like it's very serious. It's already submitted. And this was submitted yesterday at 9:29 p.m. That's at night. This is our latest lead. It was submitted. It's a photography project. And its due date was marked as 30th. On this other side, we have the service that the client requested for. So it's there. We have the person who was assigned. That's Brian, was assigned this project, and several people can be assigned here. The source was other, and then the associated company is Sarafina Locho, and then is assigned that his priority is high. So the next thing that happens, if you're the one who submitted this, you'll just be clicking on track. So just click on the track. And then what happens next? The person who is assigned, who is an expert, it could be somebody from our team, or it could be somebody, some of you, once you'll be here and you feel there's a service you can offer. So what you'll be doing is you'll be seeing the details of the lead, which is this one here. And then when you action it, or when Brian actions it, he'll just be putting a comment here. So just put in anything and click submit. So he'll come in, reach out to the client, write the quotation, say whatever thing he has said, and then he'll submit. You, the owner of the lead, you'll come in here and see what he has said. In some of them, you'll be able to put your own comments as well. Like there's some certain clients you feel maybe at some point it's you who can be speaking to them. They understand you better, or you're the one who referred them. So every day in the life of a digital marketer, you come across people who are asking you all manner of stuff, but some of them are so complicated. They're asking you for AI. Right now, there are a lot of requests on AI, a lot of requests on WhatsApp API, and things like that. Some of them are a little technical, and you may not be able to handle them. So what we are telling you today is when they tell you anything technical, just come here and put it here. What we are doing ourselves is we are partnering with people like Janet, people who have the expertise, like people who can bring the 6,000 home. You know, such an amount, it needs some kind of English as well. True? See, that's true. So I may not risk that one. You know, for 6,000, like we have to bring it home. What will that person will be waiting for? They'll be waiting for their commission. Just go back. Then they'll be waiting for the commission, the person who submitted this, that 4,600. Right now, he's seated somewhere waiting for the commission. Go up. Yeah, up. Yeah, yeah. So he's waiting for the commission. Yeah. So he's just saying that this client needs a service. This is the price, it's 4,600, but I disqualify myself. I don't feel I can convince this client to get this amount. Now, there are people who we also have to partner with, like Janet. They understand the field. They can talk about the value of a digital marketer. I hope, Janet, you'll be able to talk about your rate cards, what they look like. They know what it means when you're talking to a company like that, okay? What kind of rates you're talking about. If I give it to somebody like you, you'd immediately say social media 20,000 per month. But them, they're talking about such amount. So we have to bring them on board. So at times you may disqualify yourself and say, let me get somebody who's very experienced to convert for me this one. So what will we do? Myself, I can also disqualify myself. Of course, they always know me as somebody very busy. So I can say, I also disqualify myself. And there are also people, they are busy, yes, but we can just get a little of their time. They speak to this client in their own English. They know how they stress about the service and the value and things like that and what I'm worth and I have spent time building my profile, and why I'm going to offer you value, you know. So we need such kind of people to bring for us this kind of a contract home. When they bring it home and they have already sealed it, there are some of them that they can do. There are some of them also they may not have time on. They may just need you to help them prepare certain things, do the submissions, they help you with content creation, and then you do the rest. And then the amount is always enough for everyone. 4, 6, we all share is more than enough, right? Yeah. So that's what we do. Currently, as we speak, out of the 11 million of the leads that are already submitted, we've already won 4 million. And this is a period of 4 weeks, from 2 weeks. We've already won 4 million. We are also giving commissions, because we give you commissions if you bring this lead, and we're giving you 10%. So far up to now, people have won commissions worth 406,000. Then we move here to the day. So this will be populating, and the same things are also there on your dashboard. I'm going to share them with you. This week alone, we've been able to attract business worth 2.4 million in all leads that have been submitted by these people we are talking about, and the number is growing. Out of them, 59 of them have been converted in a week, you can imagine. That's a very good figure. We've lost 5 of them, and we've won 26 of them. Out of what we've won, the 26, we've won 178,000 on digital and commissions worth of 17,000. This month, this is last week, by the way. So this month, a total of 9.3 million have been submitted on the platform. 289 have been converted within the month. We've won 40 of them, and then we've lost 40 of them, and we've won 153. The winning rate is very good, right? And then out of that, this week alone, we already have 365 in commissions that we have to give. Now, that is one set of people. The other set of people are people we give, just go to the tasks. There are people now like you who would say that I can be able to provide a service or two. Or, as this service is given to the client, I would like to be part of it. I want to learn how it's done. So those people, they come in here. So we'll be assigning you tasks, and it's both part-time and full-time if you want. The only thing is the office right now is too busy. Like the office is already full. Yeah, but I think we need still one person who feels is a very good digital marketer, by the way. There's one vacancy. And that one, by the way, we've recruited twice, like we've done interviews. But atupati. You can imagine how thorough it is. So all these people, currently we have projects ongoing worth 6.7. Now these are projects that people are doing now. It's not a lead, it's already converted. So once it's converted from the lead, it's submitted here. So that's what we have. And what these people do is, out of each project, you guys can be working with several people that you're working on a project. What you do at the end of the day, you just leave a report. So what I want to do now, next, is to show you your account, how it looks like. So you just go there, log out, and then log in again. Yep. And then go there, and yes, good, log in. Good. How are we? Mko? Is it interesting? Awesome. So this is how your account will look like. Once you're approved to join the platform, your account will look like this. So this part is your leads manager. What it means is when you come across anyone who needs any service, don't go on Facebook saying, my friend is looking for a digital marketer. You've seen such things. Or my friend is looking for a website. No. Because so many people will come commenting, even they don't know how to get it on board. Just come here, put it here, and then we have already enough expertise. They'll make sure they convert that friend of yours. So this is how your dashboard looks like. I'm using an account for one of us called Yvonne. So Yvonne's account looks like this. Since Yvonne started working, she's already submitted business worth 372,450. And these are real figures. How she arrives at this is these ones here. They're already here. All these ones here. You can see them. All these ones here. There are many of them. So the entries add up to this. Out of all her leads, she has submitted a total of 24 of them, like 24 businesses, one by one, 24 of them. She has lost 0 of them and won 19 of them. It means the others are still in progress, so won 19 of them. Out of the 372,000, she's already won 332,000 worth of commissions of 33,000. We break it down into today. Today she's no work. She's not submitted anything, so it's fine. There are some people also in the team who will start working like every day. Like this is always busy during the week. This week, these stats, I think they're not coming in well. And then she has this for the month. 352. One this actually is the same. So she's won commissions worth 33,247. So that's how her leads dashboard looks like. What is a lead in our case? It's just you going out. You are in digital marketing and we saw you post on your social media that today I got my certificate. Please make sure you let people start knowing. Even if you are not strong enough, you don't feel strong enough, just let them know you are a digital marketer. Okay? So we are telling you that once you post, they'll ask you, hey, my Facebook page. Can you help me with my Facebook page? Immediately you'll be like, will I handle this client? So what you are saying for you is you simply come and submit it here. We assign you a person who you are going to work with. They will help you convert. They'll help you do the tough ones. And then they'll work with you throughout that process until that business is converted. Immediately that business is paid, you will move with the client to My Tasks. So just go to My Tasks. So the task in this case is when you say yourself that this is a service I can offer, or this is a service I can offer, but I don't feel strong enough. Because there are people we train and graduate, like you people. So you hear people graduate and go for internship, right? Hi. Internship, right? So why do you go for internship? Why do you go for internship? You look for experience, right? Yeah. So that experience, we are now saying you can get it, and you know it depends. You look for experience when you have time. So sometimes you are working somewhere. How many people here are already working somewhere? Like you're already engaged somewhere. Interesting. Yeah. So sometimes you can be saying, I want to continue working here, but I want to still be useful in the evening when I have time. I want to be helping our clients. See, that's possible. So that's what this project will be able to assist you with. So for her, whenever you commit time, it will be indicating, because whenever you submit anything or you're working on any project, like this person is working on social media, so just click here on social media. And then you go down, 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 and then you click on track. So whenever you commit anything, definitely you commit your time. And that your time, you need to be paid for it. Okay? So the other one was paying you on commissions, but now this other one will be paying you based on, maybe select another one. This one will be paying you based on your time. So that's the platform we have. I'd like to get any questions. Definitely, like I said, it's something new for you people, yes, but there's a whole team of people who are already working with it. Definitely, there are things that you may need help with on onboarding. Onboarding is so simple. There's a WhatsApp group that we have. You simply need to, I think Steve will be able to share it with you. You share it, you join it, and then next week we are going to announce there the training. You'll go through a training for 2 days. The trainings are in the evening, late in the night. You'll be trained on how you can at least pitch some of these services, some of these digital services. Some of them you may not, like something like what's a blaster, for example, how to pitch it, or even AI. Let me give you an example. Where is it? Yes. So we work a lot here. One of the people, sorry, this is just a chat for someone. Let me tell you what your life will look like. So this guy says, he says, good morning, kindly assist, and it will work with, like these are now real time. Good morning, kindly assist. I have a client Who wants to know the price of WhatsApp API integration? I've tried to reach out to Zach and Jonathan, but fruitless. Now, this guy is actually reaching out to people today, right now. And he's already, it's a Saturday. Do you like working on a Saturday? Yeah. But now, these are people who would be able to help this person. Now, this service here, WhatsApp API, is there somebody here who can explain what it is? It's a little technical, right? Cindy? So you may not be able to seal that one. So, and then he says, meeting is today, 9 a.m. It's true. Some clients, every day is a working day. 15 minutes from now, and you know I should be coming here. And he's telling me, but there's also money. I say, was it planned? Like, that's how my life looks like. Was it planned? I'm heading for the graduation. Did not see Grace schedule it for me. Grace, yeah. So, angesema mapema, sindio? And then, because he's already trained, he says, okay. I don't even know what went on. I'm just reading. We had the meeting with the client. I've showed him what we do and our portfolio. I told him that our developer was held up in another event. So we organized for another meeting on Monday, 3 p.m. We do a demo. I hope you will find time. We take him through. Now, that's a service he feels I can help him convert. And these are the types of services that cost very well. And there are services also that clients pay per month. Are we together? Now, what will that training look like? And what are we talking about? Just go back to the screen, log in as admin again as we end. So what we have built is something very interesting. I want to give you an idea what we have built. So when you go to businesses here, just back, it's the same here, businesses here. When you go to businesses, I want to give you an example with the fitness. So just Control F, fitness. Control F, fitness. So I want to give you an example. All these are business categories that are in Kenya. Fitness, no, I think it's 1T. Fitness, yeah, no, another one. Another fitness, enter. Okay, so yeah, fitness centers and yoga. So let me show you what what we've already built on the platform. So when you come to fitness, so for example, you can be there, and Janet will tell you that there are some clients who need specific kind of, people who are experienced in a specific kind of an industry. Like I want, let's say an influencer who is experienced in this area, and that's it. Currently, there is one of the teams, among the 20 people, today there are how many days in office? Today, they covered their 2 weeks. So one of them was dealing with a nail parlor, and they converted. So the client deals with nails. And he's a gentleman. His name is Daniel Karaoke. And then he tells me, hey, my client is dealing with nails, telling me. And then I'm like, nails, okay, fine. So what's the problem? So the problem is, just open another tab. When you go here, just another tab here. When you go there, so it tells me that when you go nail, how do you search for, when you need your nails to be sorted, how do you go online and search? Okay, good. So nail parlors. Hey. Inaandikwa hivyo? I think there's an R somewhere. I also don't know. There's an S somewhere, and there's an R somewhere. Spelling ya pala? P-A-R, and then? L, and then? Yeah, you are nail parlors. Let's say in Kenya, or in Nairobi, right? So you search like that. So it tells me, Alphonse, we have a client. I've met the client. SEO price. I tell him, SEO we charge 30K. But if the client complains, that's what your life will be like. If he complains a lot, do 25. And then he goes to meet the client. The client ni wa nails, wale wa town by the way. They definitely their budgets are not as much. And then he comes and tells me, Alphonse, nail parlors, we've gone through their online. And what they did is they did a search like this. So we have Lux Nails, and then that one, and then this one. So on the Google My Business, this one here, you guys were taught, right? It's not there, but they would be happy if they are there. And then they come here, Best Nails on Instagram, with 59.1K followers. You can imagine, some work has gone on there, right? And then this one, we saw it there. So the SEO is very good. But now the client says we want to top them up. So this is not even the client. This is not even the client. I'm not going to say the client's name. This is not the client. 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 And this is not the client. So the client is not here. The new client, he says. And then I tell him, okay, go. Tell him 25 kama ni mbaya. He goes to the meeting and the client says, they go through the entire of this and he tells them my Daniel how their content looks like. I've seen some video down here. Just click it, we see. This one here. No, I think it's okay, fine. So there's some just out. Yeah. So content looks like that. So Daniel has to do research on all this snail, blah, blah, blah. See, it looks like that, by the way. Yeah. But now this is content creation, right? Yeah? Or there are ideas you can share with this client. But this client says he's not in page 1, but he wants to be ranked number 1. And remember, in that competition, there's somebody on Instagram with 59.1. But now, he's dealing with Daniel, who is a gentleman from our team. But Daniel tells me, we will be there. So we proceed. So he goes, because they can't afford a lot, he says he has 20K. And I try to tell Daniel, try at least afike 25. Of course, SEO like 20K, so cheap, like that's so cheap. So Daniel says, don't even talk about the 20K. This client is saying he even wants to pay 5K per week. Every Thursdays he's paying 5K. Alphonse, do we take the money? What can you do? Can you take the money? Or you look at your problems first. So we decide to take the money. And then I tell Daniel, now you need to be a nails expert now. You need to start knowing about nails. And we tell Daniel that now go to the nails category. Open again here, nails. Now you need to go to the nails category, and I want you to be an expert in nails. All businesses that are dealing with nails and anything like that, I think, yeah, is here. Nail bars and parlors. There's something like that, right? And then I tell Daniel, it's fine. So I want you to go and make sure, because you've already learned about that industry, how its searches look like and how the competition looks like. So go out, and these are the businesses. So let's see. In Kenya, this is businesses. This is now what we'll give you, because we have a very huge database. Like it's big, like it's data that even us we can't consume. And all these guys need services. And they madly need it. Some of them, you can see here, they need logos. Like they don't have logos. All they have is pictures of their shops and things like that. So let's scroll through. So doesn't have a logo, doesn't have a logo. But also when you check, you've seen how that first page looked like. It was all full of Instagram, Facebook. There were no people with websites, right? So introducing a website would be a good idea. But also introducing content or social media would also be good, because that's where they are, right? So let's run through still. Like this data is huge. Like we've built it for 6 years now. It's very huge. So you're given this data, and like now Daniel, so he already knows them. We are just praying that he doesn't bring 4 clients who are saying they all want SEO. Definitely one has to top the other, right? And we are promising them top 3. Imagine. It's not easy. So he has that in Kenya, and he tells me, Alphonse, just give me this. I want to work on it. And then we have also those from Uganda. Now, what happens is when you move away from Kenya, these tech things, they are better here. But in those countries, they really need help, by the way. But does it mean Daniel cannot work for a client in another market? He can, because it's the same thing, right? So let's see the data we have in Tanzania. So we have that in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, you can imagine, Burundi, DRC Congo, South Sudan, and then in Somalia. So we have all that data. Let's go to the fitness. If he said he was a fitness person, we'll go to the fitness guy. So let's say you are here and you're saying, I got some interest in fitness, for example, and I think this is a program I can also work on. Alphonse, give me the data, give me the dashboard, train me, and let me get going. So we'll give you a database like this. All these are fitness companies in Kenya. Just scroll down. I want you just to see how big that data is. And all these are businesses that are in the fitness industry. The thing now we need to do with all of them is to help them get online the correct way such that they can get customers online. It therefore means the market is so big. Because each one of them is looking for solutions, by the way. They're looking for business every day as they open their businesses. They're looking for businesses. But who can provide this business? It's you, the graphic designer. It's you, the photographer. It's you, the digital marketer. So we go to, again, on that, you can imagine. So again, we have those from Uganda. That's how it looks like. Those from Tanzania. Those from Rwanda. Those from Burundi, DRC Congo, South Sudan, Somalia, and others. Lastly, what kind of data do we have that can enable you as a digital marketer? So when you go into login now to the backend, just there on top, it may be very huge. Okay, login. No, this one, info, down. Good, and then login. Good. So what it entails, I'm just giving an idea, is when you come here to businesses, but there's a lot, Just click here, inquiries first. Yeah. So when you come here to inquiries there. When you come there to inquiries on a daily basis, like the work that those people are doing, already there are clients who are asking on a daily basis. Let's see. This is somebody called Dennis Kinyanjui. Sorry for the contacts, just for the sake of this. On 12th. 12th is today, by the way, right? And this is at 11:21 a.m. It's just a minute. Like as we are doing this, a lot of people are trying to look for these businesses. So this guy is trying to talk to Geometer Surveys Limited. Just take this link, this name. And he's already looking for a service from them. And what they indicate here are their services. Before you open that, okay, just search it. So this is just to show you how the market is so ripe. When you look for that business, let's search it. You can see here that even its ranking here, it's our platform that is like people are looking for them and can't find them. Like they don't have a website. You get what I'm saying? So they can't find them such that it's our platform that is ranking, but they are here on Google My Business. You may find that how they are here, you can even see their phone number is missing, their website is missing, everything is missing here. But they are seated somewhere, they are waiting for business, by the way. So we need you, who is already trained as a digital marketer, to identify solutions, to come up with solutions for this. It could be a website, it could be a domain, it could be digital marketing, and then give proposals to them. And all those proposals, we've already done them. Go back. So let's see this one. Hello, my name is Emias. Right now, I'm in Rwanda. So that's somebody in Rwanda. I'm looking for a simple business address for RDB registration. Can you tell me what option do I have in your company? Looking forward to your response, etc. Is looking for Kigali shared office. Just take this. These are shared offices. So it's not just for Kenya. And then put it on the search. So you can imagine when somebody searches for that business in Rwanda, could be in Rwanda. The Kigali shared office is here, and it looks nice, by the way. Sindio, they've done some investments. This is how it looks like. But when you come here is where there is a problem. Such that, go up, This is not even their website. So they don't have a website. The whole of this actually, you can't find them there. But they are there waiting for business. They have invested in infrastructure, etc. So what is this there for that you can do as a graduate from OraDMT? So what kind of data are we giving you? So just go back there and click here, businesses. Businesses. Yes, there. And then you come here to awards here. Yeah, good. So what we give you in terms of, let's say that business alone, just search it there. So when you search it there, let's see, Kigali shared office, you remember it? And it's here. So it's a virtual office. Just click here. It's a virtual office. This is their phone number. Their email address we don't have, like it can't be found. Like people are searching for them, can't find it, but this is their phone number already. So there are tools that you can be trained on, and then you can be able to help this business get digitally fit by starting with simple things like a domain, like that. So out of that, we got lots of this information, and lots of these businesses as well. All of them are just waiting for a person like you who is a digital marketer to help them identify which areas can I improve in and how can I be assisted. Are we together? Good. So I wish as I end this, we have several tools. I may not show you that. There are tools you can use. Just key in their website. Just go to test. You can just key in their website. Like there's nothing technical. You just key in their website and then automatically it will tell you all the issues that are in that website and then you'll be good to go. Yeah. So like here, you just put in their website link for those who have websites. Then it will analyze for you all the mistakes that they have done. Just come down here, view more. And again, another set of businesses come here every day on a daily basis. Just click any one of them. FabLab, yeah, any. Yeah, for example, this one. FabLab is a very big firm is a hub, a tech hub in Kisumu. So I met their CEO yesterday, by the way, at the, what was that summit? Entrepreneur Summit. It was at Ole Sereni yesterday. And then he was like, no, my website is very good. And then I told him, just put it here, we see how good it is. So he did it himself. He just did it, and in less than a minute, he got his code 57. And then he was like, wow, what is my social media guy doing? Like, how can I score 57? Then I told him, now, there are things you've passed, there are things you need to improve, and there are errors you have. And then there's a report you can download. So this is the report you simply give him. And he told me yesterday, Alphonse, just send me somebody to Kisumu. But can I afford 81 client going to Kisumu? If it was quoted for 6, we can go, by the way. But we may arrive in Kisumu and he says, I want a domain only for 1K. So that means we need to therefore create a network that is in Kisumu. A guy who is already trained is what you're doing. The trainings we are starting next week. And is able to now go here and download this report and take him through. The report covers SEO, covers usability, covers mobile responsiveness, covers technologies that are used on the platform, covers their social media, and also covers their link analysis. Is that not good enough? Good. So that's all we give. Thank you, Grace. That's all we give for you, the guys who have gone through the trainings at OraDMT. There are certain things that you've already covered that you may not be fully ready. And it's true. You can't be fully ready. There are things you may need help in. And previously, what you are doing is immediately you are done with your classes, it was like, goodbye, we wish you all the best in your career. But then we could meet people who are like, really, it's not working for me. So we don't want you to complain, it's not working for me. It has to work for you, right? It has to work for you whether you're an engineer or you're what. So you need to tap in. For those who may be interested, please reach out to Steve. He'll be able to onboard you. We organize for you trainings, and then you get going. Any questions for me? Thank you. Yeah. The training for this is only 2 hours, and you're doing it for 2 days or 3 days. 2 hours. So there's a group. Actually, today they'll be voting what time they prefer. Initially, others preferred during the day, others preferred at night. I think majority of them want it at night. So we do the training, it's done online, but it will also be pre-recorded. It will also be recorded, and then it will be shared with you. Good. Definitely, we are not looking for many people. Cindy? So not everyone, definitely. Any other question? Good. Oh, okay. It's online. The training is all online. Good. Any other question? The training is for free, yes. That is it for free. Yeah, that training is for free, yes.
So the only people able to access this are the ones who reach out to you.
The people who can access this are people we've created accounts to. Oh, sorry. Let me explain that also. When you come here and create an account, right? When you come here and register, any other person, and there are many people. Let me show you guys, just to give you an idea of what's in this system. Like, it's a lot. Especially the people. I hope you can still see. Now, on a daily basis, this system collects data on a daily basis, and this data comes from the people. So, for example, you can see here, and this has just been submitted now. There's a company called Tamtam's Fresh Seafood. Yeah, I had to be careful. Oh, good. You didn't realize. Okay, that one. So, the founder and CEO is called Elizabeth Wanjiru Kinyanjui. Now, there are people, like all this data, they are not like dealing with people who don't know. There are people who have already come themselves. So, this lady here is the CEO for this company. Now, she creates an account when she logs into the platform and claims her business. Her business is this. What we do next, any other person who creates an account, we give you our own dashboard. So that's the dashboard now for anyone who doesn't come into the program. So your dashboard looks like this. So I log in to my own dashboard. So my dashboard is this one here. Anyone, that is any other person, plus all those CEOs, okay? Now, that business, by the way, the founder for Elizabeth Kinyanjui, you realize that she's already claimed that business, but she needs help with something already. So what happens is she starts talking to us. Now, why we are reaching out to more people is because those requests are a lot. Like every day they're coming. And they're coming from the people who matter. So anyone who creates an account, you get your dashboard. It looks like this. That is a person who does not reach out to us, like she's saying. So you get your dashboard like this. But you also get it with this CRM or consultant account. So the only difference for this, so you can see here, it has still your leads, which you submit, meaning the leads are not just coming from the people we've trained only. Leads are coming from every Kenyan who wants to make some money out of requests that they receive. So when you create your account, you also have your own leads tracker, which is that one there. And like for me, I have 00, as you can see. I've not yet started. So everyone, when you create your account, you get this. So you just start by submitting your leads. Why do you need the leads? To earn the 10%, right? Leads is earning 10%. Now, you also want to get gigs. Gigs means when we feel we have a project that you can deliver, we come here to the tasks, and then we assign it to you. So if you are good enough, you'll be logging into this platform, and you'll be getting, we've already assigned you work, and you start doing it. Now, what is the difference between the general account that every Kenyan has, plus the other account, the one that now I'm telling you need to be trained so that you work on? What could be the difference? Anyone bright student? It's a guesswork thing. Huh? Anyone? What do you think is the difference? Why do you think you need the other one? Or you don't get the difference? Yeah? Yes, with the other one, unaona hapa when they come here to submit, a lead here, where is it? Leads tracker, yes. The other one, when they come here to submit a leads and they assign to, you see this part called assign to? Assign to. They cannot find you here unless you are somebody we've already trained. So when we train you, we give you a consultant account. So you become our consultant. Definitely we need to sign a contract with you, because you can also start to start receiving them and you divert them, you know. So we sign a contract. We sign a contract with you so that you are our consultant. It means when those people, all Kenyans, the people with the general account, when they come here and they are assigning tasks, then now they're able to find you here. So the people who can be assigned are very few people, the people we've trained. Hi. Any other question? Yes? Yes. They work with, if you can bring your own lead and you work with it. We can also assign you leads that come from global, anyone who submits. Because when they submit them, currently what we are trying to fight is watu kukoniwa online. See, it happens. And then ile like ulisha lipa web designer but anakupeleka hivi, especially kwa mobile apps, you hear a lot of stories. So we try, make sure documentation is okay, and then the client now knows, yes, I can work with you. Yes. And there are several things we've done, by the way, that would make client feel, yes, you guys, I can work with you. Sindio? One of the things, if somebody can con you, is when they don't have an office. Sindio? So yes, we do have. Good. Any other question? Last one? Yes. Though, no, I've not yet decided. Though, we have all the professions here, but I was thinking of removing all of them. Oh, so when you come here, there are academic script writers, accountants and tax accountants. So them they want, but I think we are going to remove them because we want to be specific. We want to help only people in the digital space. Yeah, so teachers can, a teacher who knows something in digital is fine. But a teacher who wants to be assigned kazi za teaching, we may not know how to train a class 1, a grade 1, I don't know. So most probably, they are there, yes, currently, but we are going to remove them so that we only have people in the digital space. Good, I'm done with it. Thank you so much, Steve. Simnipigie makofi.
All right. Thanks so much, Mr. Alphonse. Thanks so much for that presentation. I think it was quite elaborate in regards to whatever we are trying to do. So OraDMT is not just going to be an institution where we just train and release to you to the market. It's going to be an institution where we can train you and empower you after you're done with the training. I think I'm not yet done with Mr. Alphonse. At this point, I'd wish to invite him again to officially welcome our chief guest, Ms. Janet Machuka, to take us through the next session as we come to the close. Welcome again.
Yes, now I'm coming to speak as the CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, for everyone else who's gone through our trainings, if you remember the first day when you did the search online and you're looking for a digital marketing institution so that you're able to grow your digital marketing skills. If you agree with me, you went online and you did a search. And what happened next is you got a list of so many institutions that offer digital marketing training. What you did, which I hope is something you won't regret about, is you sampled all of them and you arrived at OraDMT. Congratulations for yourself. After that, you had to, just like everyone else has been conned, you had to take your own in Google, in an analytics class. we said it's about ABC, where A was A. A was acquisition, right? Yeah. So as you go around your digital marketing, there are stages when you need to acquire customers. Indio. This is when you're going out and you're looking for a customer. You want to know where were they before they came to my website? Where did they come from? Okay. And you also want to know about some demographics about them. You want to learn about their attributes, right? And then after A, we said B, which was behavior. You are learning about their behavior. And then C. So under the behavior, just like any other digital marketing student who comes to OraDMT, some of them would prefer to make a call and come and see by themselves. So you did that. Congratulations for those who made sure that they came. Congratulations. And then after that, you started your classes. For the majority of you who went through the digital marketing masterclass, which goes through for a whole 1 month, I'm here to congratulate you for taking your time every day on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays when you have your classes, and making it to the office for those who are learning online, for those who are learning within the office, and for those who are learning online as well, just getting time to log in and attend the classes. Biggest congratulations. We also have the trainers who are taking you through the classes as well. They have been working really hard to make sure that you are able to learn everything that pertains to digital marketing. Janet in our classes and the people who are here, they started by learning about social media marketing, which was the first week. And then after that, they went to the class called mobile messaging, which covered bulk WhatsApp and also covered email marketing. And then after that, you went through a class called CMS, or website management. So you learned about that as well. And then after that, they went through the SEO class, search engine optimization, how you can make your website to be visible on Google. And then lastly, they did analytics. So analytics in this case was how you can measure the traffic that comes into your website. And for you guys to go through the entire of that, though some of you didn't only pick particular courses, it means you've learned a lot. All those things that you've learned, they can only be useful if you start practicing. And like I said, all the things that you need, the mentorship that you need, all that we'll be able to provide to you. Post these classes, we have a WhatsApp group for all the people who have gone through our graduations. They have a WhatsApp group. In that WhatsApp group, we'll add you, all of you, so that you're able to follow through or any updates that are in the market or anything you need to learn. The speaker for today is Janet Machuka. Janet is somebody I really respect in this space because she's one of the people who really leads in content creation. And I wish you guys had a time to sit with her or to attend her classes. She's always very thorough with her trainings. She's also impacted a lot of companies, and I hope she's going to share her knowledge as well, working with corporates. She knows a lot about digital marketing, and she's also an influencer in digital marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for Janet Machuka to come on stage. Thank you so much, Janet. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Has anybody ever heard my voice anywhere? Anyone? How do I sound now? Oh, the same. Interesting. My name is Janet Machuka. I'm actually grateful to be part of this event. A couple of times I've been asked to come. I think it was last year, right? But I was not able to attend. I think it was also a graduation, or if not, an award ceremony. I'm a new mother. Even though I don't share that as part of my life, I never share to anybody. So this is me out of maternity leave, trying to talk to people after a very long time. I'm a digital marketing consultant, and I will tell you why right now I call myself a digital marketing consultant, because I've been in this space for the longest. And after some time, you learn that you know so much because of upskilling from time to time, to a point that it's no longer yourself calling you social media marketer, influencer. You'll end up having like 10 hats, 15 hats, because you understand different aspects of the digital marketing space. So first things first, congratulations. And please, this is not the end. You will have to learn and learn and learn and unlearn from time to time when it comes to digital. Okay? Every year I usually take like 3 to 4 courses. Ask me why. Why do I do that? The spaces are changing. The other day we were complaining about TikTok, and then at the end of the day we were like, hata sisi ni kienyeji, tuingiane tu hapo ndani. We understand how it works. Every space has a space for you, has a place for you. That means, haimanishi just because there's a new trend, you're a millennial, you can't manage to be part of it. And I like how we are balanced in terms of the ages. And one thing I will tell you for sure, digital is here to keep us on toes. It's no longer about us finishing Form 4 or getting a certificate from university and then you get into the workplace. On digital, every single day you have to be a student. Trust me, there are times I learned from someone who has practiced social media marketing, management, content creation for 1 year on the digital space. Because I don't keep up with so much. Because right now, looking at also with growth and life, sometimes you have to change to a different stage. Now I'm a mother. Sometimes I don't even have that time to think, what did Alphonse talk about? What event does he have next, right? Because I'm thinking of my child. I need to think about what's next for him, what's next for her. So sometimes we are so into so much in our lives, we forget about digital. So that means, please keep everyone close to you, even if they have been in this space for the longest or they're just starting. There's something everyone will teach you, just as life. Where do I start? Now, let me go back to my story. Who is Janet Machuka? I know people know me as an influencer on digital. Sometimes I get angry when somebody refers me to just an influencer. I did journalism in campus, but I learned about digital marketing when I did my first internship at Standard Media. And this actually happened after I was given a chance to push traffic to the website. I think you learned about Google Analytics, right? And you understand how to check the real-time users of your website, right? That is exactly what I was asked to do, push traffic. So all the time I was like, where am I pushing this traffic? Where are these people coming from? So that urge to understand got me into learning digital marketing. Fast forward, that was 2015. I was in first year, by the way. I graduated in 2018. I think I was in my second year, 2015. I was getting into my second year. 2018, I graduated. And by the time I had graduated, I knew I don't want to go back to the media house. I had made up my mind. I was like, I'm going to get this certificate, but I think I want to do something different. But I would say digital marketing and my journalism really gave me that base, because I'm in the media space, and I think this is something people grapple with a lot of the time. We don't know how to present ourselves. We don't know how to communicate, converse with people, because high chances are we just learned about digital marketing, but we left out the important skill: communication and conversation. For us journalists, we are taught to be in front of the camera, have the mic, speak to people, engage with people, right? And that is a skill actually that's going to help you to get your next client. Why? If you don't ask, who will know that you actually exist? If you don't speak, who will know you exist? Will anyone know? You will as well have your very amazing experts, 20 certificates, no job, no clients. Right? So one thing that made me stood out in terms of the digital spaces is how I present myself, how I come and talk about issues, conversations, and I'm always in front of people. One thing I know most times, I've talked to a couple of people and then I tell them, but do you know, I was dealing with maternity last year, till this year in February. They're like, how? We didn't see you anywhere. Like, talk about that, because most of the time people think when you shift to a family journey, you should talk about it online, right? Some of us choose some things not to talk about them because we know what it means when you tell someone, I'm taking a break off something, some high chances are they won't remember you, or they'll focus on other people because they're like, you're too busy right now. And I think for women, we go through that challenge of, should I talk or should I not, right? And I'm here to tell you, it's your choice, it's your decision. But at the end of the day, know how to balance, especially if you want to be in the digital marketing space. Last year, the entire time, I was still around. I was doing my things on digital. I was doing my training. I was just vocal. I was doing my X spaces every week, and no one knew about it. But it's not like I couldn't talk. I could talk, only that I couldn't travel. I couldn't be in some spaces for a long time. By the way, in my 9th month, almost to my giving birth, I was in a conference with AU, and I was a moderator the whole day, and no one noticed. And then I noticed for women, actually, we can hide things, even if we wear different clothes. But this is why I'm bringing up this conversation. I don't wish anybody to talk about it on social media. You won't see me talking about it. When it comes to your personal life and when it comes to your digital footprint, remember you don't have a break. If you have a break, plan for it. And if you have a break of you going to the physical space, please find a way you can work remote. Nowadays we have full-time, part-time, and remote, right? That is something that has helped me through and through. Funny thing is that I've never been employed where I know I have to wake up every day to go to work. And all the time I usually struggle when someone tells me, you have a meeting at 7 a.m. I'm like, what? 7 a.m.? How will I wake up? I'm used to wake up at 8:30. But that is me, and that is how I've planned myself. But what actually makes people work with your schedule? Something called value. So I'll talk about at least 3 things that will help you navigate this space. And I'll give you some reality check. These spaces are not easy. Kwanza saa hizi, you go to LinkedIn, everyone is making it, and you wonder, guy, nimesoma niko na certificate, nitaanzia wapi? Watu wamechukua, hadi sometimes you feel like, watu wamechukua jobs zote. Sasa mimi nitapata wapi ingine? Everyone is talking about stand out, build a personal brand. Everyone is building. Where will I build mine, right? Until today, some of us also still have those anxiety attacks every time we come to stage, number 1. And number 2, we usually have that thing called imposter syndrome. You go like, have I really managed to do it? Have I done it? Or are people thinking I'm stupid? You know, you overthink a lot about yourself because of what is happening around you. So the 3 things I want to talk about is how do you stand out, how to get clients, and I think this is one thing most of us still have a challenge with, and that is not going to leave you for the rest of your life if you're in the digital marketing space. Sahizi, your CEO is thinking of, how do I build and scale my business all the time? Money is not enough, by the way. On digital, when you make more money, you get more things to do. You start your own business. The business needs more money. People need to be paid. Kidogo kidogo, you feel like, nimechoka kukaa hapa pipeline, wacha niende Syokimau. Syokimau, a bigger house needs a bigger budget, right? And that is part of life. We will learn as we grow. And something else I would like to talk about is what actually next. What do we do after this? So off to, sometimes I believe I've talked a lot about my story and I forget to share a lot of it because I'm like, maybe I've talked to people and I'm now repeating it. So one thing that has grown me in my journey and how I transitioned, I know I finished from being in the media space, from standard media, and then now to the market. One thing you have to do all the time is learn. People sometimes, we never talk about the learning aspect. We show the experience and we show the actions and the activities that can put us in front of people and that can put us in people's minds. That comes to the aspect of standing out. Standing out nowadays is not just about wearing a suit or doing your makeup as a woman. You know, you as a man coming and saying, you know, I've been in this space for 20 years. Now that is me standing out. Where is your visibility? Can people see you? Can people talk about you? Can people remember you? Can people know the you in you? This is what I mean. When you talk about a personal brand, it's you. It's you as a person, right? So how do you engage with people? How do you talk to people? How do you actually stay visible and be seen? Sometimes you actually don't want to be in the digital spaces because you are tired. You don't know what to write, you don't know what to post. Nowadays we have tools that can help us do our research or maybe schedule our content. Take a break if you want, it's okay. But always remember that you leave yourself somewhere, okay? The best strategy that I use a lot to stay relevant and to stay seen is one, collaboration. Don't think that you're going out here to be alone. There's someone who is actually thinking of looking up to you as the mentor to teach them. So find a way to collaborate with others to give you more mileage, more visibility, more talkability. And that is why I love something called a conversation. And if you have ever attended maybe X conversations, you'll notice that I do a lot of spaces from week to week. Honestly, no one pays me for those 2 hours. I have to sit and talk to people. 2 hours every single day. I've been doing that since 2018. Ask me why I don't stop. Why do you think I've never stopped? Anyone? Yes? Yes, collaborating with other people, that aspect of can I learn from another person really is my thrill. I love that. Anyone else? If you want to stay relevant, find a way to empower the next generation, okay? And that is why most of the time it gets to a point when a brand has grown, all you think about is impact. It doesn't mean you have to get to a certain stage for you to be impactful to the rest. Impact starts with you now. There's someone in high school looking up to you, right? Your cousins, your nephews, your nieces, right? So what are you doing in their lives to impact them? The same thing. Don't ever think that you are you're just a beginner to teach somebody. And that is where a beginner's mindset really works a lot for people who always think about, can I learn from someone? There are people sometimes I have on the spaces as speakers, and someone tells me, I can't be able to be part of the speaker. I have just 40 followers. But the question is, who told you I'm interested in your followers? I'm interested in your knowledge. So what do you know that I don't know? And a fun fact, I know sometimes we think the best people who are creative are the influential individuals who have built themselves over time. No, honestly, most of the ideas are from people who have not even built anything in life, right? Yes, there are people who talk to you and then you're like, wow, I like that idea. What if we try this and that? So always talk to people who are starting. The ones who have fresh minds, they have time to see the world in a different view, but because you're too busy and big, sometimes we never manage to see things. That's why I love collaboration. So to stand out, make sure that you're always there. If your face is not seen, let people remember your voice. If your voice is not there, let people remember your thoughts. What are you sharing on the digital platforms? What are you sharing on Google? What are you sharing on social media? Fun fact, social media spaces are search engines, and that is why some businesses are having their social media platforms as the top in the first page or the first page of Google. So social media platforms are search engines. Don't feel the pressure. If you're a personal brand, you feel the pressure of having a personal website, just like Janet Machuka. Sometimes we do a lot, we forget that we already have the spaces which are social media, and they are websites themselves, only that we call them social media platforms. So you can still build there. So keep on sharing your voice. And if possible, find spaces you can talk to people, find spaces you can share your journey, find spaces you can impact and teach. So it's not about people finding you. That is something that I had to learn the hard way. Sometimes you just need to stop. Yes? Stop, look at the world differently and ask yourself, what if no one looks for me? What if someone else has come up and they're doing better? And I know I still match their energy or I have more value, but I don't get the chance. What do? Pitch yourself. Find those people, pitch yourself. Talk to them. Tell them what you're looking for. Tell them what you desire. Sometimes some people come to me and tell me, in 2 years' time, I'll really appreciate if you have me on your spaces. And then I'm like, what if we do it right now? And they're like, no, right now, it's okay to feel like you are not yet there. But let me tell you something. If there's something that is growing a lot of people and giving a lot of people contracts worth millions, it's confidence. It's confidence. Even if you know only 2 things, confidence really makes you get way better than the rest. There are people who have experience, but they don't have the confidence. So how are you going to work smart in this space? Be confident. You will send 20,000 proposals. You sat for 1 week. You wrote a proposal you sent to a business, but it just got lost in their emails. There's a tact I want you to try. This is what I try a lot, by the way. That's how I get my clients. Most of the times I'm being asked, send me your rate card. By the way, I never share my rate card easily. When you call me and ask me, send me your rate card, I'm like, nope. Can I jump into a 15-minute call with you? Why? Our rate cards sometimes don't answer what our clients want or what they actually need, okay? They are just numbers we think are our values. But when you get into a conversation, you understand better what do they want and how can you actually give it to them. And an aspect I always look at when it comes to the rate card. I know you asked me earlier, should I share my rate card? My rate card is crazy. I have 3 rate cards. I have rate cards for small and micro, I have medium enterprises, and I have the high-end clients. And that is why for me a call is so important, because I want to know, uko wapi? Sitaki kujiua, nataka kujua uko wapi. Kama unataka tuende meeting, event, maybe, you tell me, we fly you out to Mombasa. You can't charge 20K, bwana. You will fly me out, okay, that's 20,000 already, right? Where will I be staying? They give 5-star hotel. 5-star again. Add another 50,000. And then what? How many days will we be there? We'll be there for 3 days. Hey, that's a big budget, right? That helps you understand what can I actually ask from this client. Because sometimes what we think we ask is enough for us, it's not enough. Unapata wamekukata miguu, wamekupatia quarter na budget yao ilikuwa ngapi? Yani the 3 quarters imeenda kulala, and then wanasema, this man. And then one thing happens is when they have a budget for a specific campaign or a specific contract, and that budget don't get used up, there's a time they will squeeze something, and then they give someone, wanamwagia tu pesa, wanamwambia tufanye hiki tu hata tumalize nini? Our budget. That happens a lot. Now I'm giving you secrets of what happens behind the scenes, but it happens. That's what happened. Because there are times, for example, I get contracts. Most of the time I work in contract basis, and I give other people to do their job. So I've pitched my job, my contract. I have maybe, let's say, I've been given $15,000 or $10,000, for example. This is a budget I should push you for a year, right? And then I go to so-and-so, okay, you told me you were looking for a job. Yes. So what are you going to be doing? This and this and this. And then what is your budget? Someone tells you, I wouldn't mind taking 20,000 per month. And then, because unajua, maybe you pitch to the client, you were like, every person is going to get at least 50,000. Namwambia, okay, for a start, because I also want to work with you from time to time. Who doesn't want cheap labor? By the way, we love that. But this is something sometimes we do a lot. We're like, uko 20,000, nakwambia acha tu nikufikishie 25 so that you can, sometimes we do that because it's business, by the way. Business, we're here to make profit. If you ever did business in high school, we said business is here to be, for profit to be made, right? No one who wants to make losses. So sometimes push extra. Ask, what else? What is your budget? By the way, always ask, what is your budget before you share your budget? That will really help you understand what your rate card will look like, or what kind of standard rate should you have as an individual. Sometimes we don't know how to make rate cards. And I know maybe in some of the classes, the photographer, you have been asked, how do you come up with a rate card, right? It's tough. especially in Kenya where everyone for himself and God for us all. Like, ukiitisha 10k, mwingine anaitisha 200, wewe utalipwa 10k yako by the way. Na mwingine atalipwa ngapi? 200k. That happens a lot in the influencer marketing space. Mtu analipwa one reel $2,000 na mwingine analipwa 20k. Unakaa chini unajiuliza, what happened? Where is your value built? Your value is built in your networks. And not networks that, I have Janet Machuka's number. What kind of conversation do you actually have? How do you talk about your problems if you need solutions for them? Okay? Sometimes when I'm conversing with, what I usually do in January and February, this is a tip that I usually use a lot. Every January and February, I don't look for clients. That's me. Those times are my time to just enjoy and have fun and just think about my life and look at those clients who didn't pay from last year, July. That's the time I'm like, give me my money, give me my money. Because that is the time I remember, oh, by the way, I have some money that I didn't follow up. Oh, I lagged on this. But at that time, I don't look for clients. What I usually look is, how can I connect with people more, especially the clients that I've had in the past. The ones who gave you a 2-month contract, a 3-month contract, a 6-month contract, which was seasonal. That's another thing you learn about digital marketing. In digital marketing, you have to partition your income. There's some jobs that you'll be paid monthly. There's some jobs you have to work yourself to actually be earning in terms of contracts. Even if it's a one-time speaking engagement, even if it's a training for 2 hours, that is a contract based. When you just do it like once in a while, right? So balance yourself. Know which job can give me, or which gig can give me a monthly package where I'll be able to pay my rent, okay? And get my transport, and make sure I am, okay, I eat well, right? One thing I usually get scared a lot about is being hungry. Personally, I would rather be broke but not be hungry. That one I am always scared. And every time anyone comes to my house, I tell them, eat. I don't care. One thing, I would rather be broke, by the way. And if you balance yourself in, and that is the reason why I was like, as much as sometimes I get contracts I run for 6 months, 1 year, getting a monthly client is really important. Even if they are paying you 50,000 per month to do a simple task, please go for it. So that at least you know, my rent is sorted, my food is sorted. And then when you balance the other gigs, they help you maybe go make your hair, go take your friends for fun, and also go to Mombasa. Cheza na maji ya chumvi kidogo. It's important, by the way, so that everyone, and post online so that people can think you're doing well in life. Kwani? Is there a problem? So how do you actually, before I get to still on the standing out, I'll come back to the red card. Your opinion matters a lot. If you have noticed nowadays on social media, the people who have the opinions are the ones who are given the attention. Have you noticed? Even though right now the opinions have really got into dramas of, oh, I've broken up with so and so, but like, why? When you guys, what? Like, mbona mnatushow? Si mwachane tu kwa amani, but it's their life. It's part of, that is social media aspect, the social aspect, which is okay. But always look at what is your opinion about something in your space. For example, right now, we feel like so many people are using AI, especially ChatGPT, until when you read some content online, you don't feel it, right? You feel like you're talking to AI. You're like, see, I searched the other day, and then they gave me exactly the same response. Like, there's no that thing of, can you make me feel like, aha, this is something amazing. Oh, you actually added your experience. Oh, you are thinking about it in this way. Because right now, there's a lady who posted on LinkedIn, and she was talking about, at the moment, everyone, they think that when you are known, hivi kidogo, engagements ndio, you start talking about you being a thought leader. Who told you are a thought leader? And I had to go back to the drawing board, by the way. And I was like, but then people sometimes call me a thought leader. What do they mean by a thought leader? So I had to go back to the drawing board to understand a thought leader. Do you remember when we used to talk about the agrarian revolution and who started it and all that? Yeah? If some of you did geography and history. Or maybe I'm talking about, this is a totally different generation, by the way. Yeah, so that times, people, that time we used to talk about the people who invented something. And those are the people we used to call thought leaders, okay? Right now, I think social media, we have made it look like a thought leader is somebody who makes everything go viral. We talk about them all the time. That's not it. They have come to notice that some of us are just thought farmers. Yeah, they call us thought farmers. The thought farmers are people who find other people's thoughts and they own them and they make them their own and they say that now I'm an inventor. Who told you you're an inventor of a podcast? Podcasts have been there. So find a way to add your voice to real conversations. And this is what I mean. Yesterday we had this, it was yesterday or the other day, the Butere. I know some people might have looked at that entirely political and others forget about the aspect of the role the plays work in our society, right? Those are conversations you can start. It's not about you starting a new idea, but it's you feeding into the conversations to understand how does this actually impact our society, impact the way we talk, the way we engage. And looking at some people who took the angle of generations. So always be curious to ask yourself so many questions before you think of, this trend is not mine. But before you think about it's not yours, ask yourself, is it something I can add my value to? Is it something I can share my opinion? Or you share your opinion because you saw Janet Mbugua reacting. Yawa. You have your thought of your own. Oh, I almost changed to a Jaluo man. Yeah? So always have your opinion in something. It really helps you give people a different perspective and they sit and listen. Oh, you actually have a mind of your own. That's something you will never get anywhere. Having a mind of your own will give people a chance to sit and listen to you, okay? And sometimes you might feel like, I don't have so many followers, so many numbers, how am I gonna be seen? They are honestly people who are constantly searching for people to engage in and content. And it's not like they always want to engage with the content of the most known people, the way some of us sometimes think, if I am on Nairobi Gossip and I'm among the first few people to respond, I'll get a lot of followers. And then you end up staying stagnant with that funny comment you did and nobody cares about you. Find conversations that matter and add opinions. And the best way to grow and to be seen often, find the people. I think Ivy, when Jiru talks about Justice V Africa, if you know her, the thought or think influencer. She calls herself think influencer. And there are so many other influential people who can actually help you share your thoughts. This is how. Don't always read thoughts and be like, oh, I think I like this, you like and go. You share and go. Where is your opinion? By the way, if you want to know about human beings and the reason why we love gossip is because we know everyone is going to have an opinion about it. You know? That's why even Nairobi Gossip, the person you never thought will be there, atakuwa hapo, and a comment. Yeah, just the same thing. And the one thing is we will always watch, or some of us nowadays, you read the comment section and somebody tells you, I know you were running to the comment section, but there's nothing to watch. Why? We are curious human beings. We always want to hear, what did somebody say, right? We are a group of 3 friends. And then someone comes and tells you, by then nani alikuwa anasema hivi na hivi, but I don't think it's nice for me to tell you. Hiyo ndio time unamwambia, stop. Can you just tell me what is happening, right? Because you want to get the juice. So people are always curious. And if I ask you, all the time when you are on social media, when you want to engage with a post, where do you go? The comment section, right? So if you want to share your opinion, find spaces where people, yes, they have the audience, they have the engagement, share your opinion there. And make sure that it's a thoughtful opinion, especially if you want to be a professional in the digital marketing spaces. So back to the rate card and how to get clients, and I think that's what I said I will talk about. A rate card is essential, but a rate card should not make you forget that people connect people and people buy from people. And people give jobs to people they remember and they see their value. So have a conversation with people. So what is it like working with corporates? It's, wow. As somebody who works with corporates on contracts, it's bittersweet. Let me just say that. It's bittersweet. There are times you feel like, wow, this corporate is amazing. There are times the other one will stress you, but after they pay you, stress inarudi chini. Then again, you munatafutana. So have your expectations planned out well. As in, it's good to have expectations, but there's one thing you have to learn about. If you want to get in the contract space, you have to give yourself a chance to be disappointed. And I think that's something I would have wished somebody told me earlier. Sometimes you go to the first meeting, the meeting is amazing, goes well, you are sent to a contract, so your expectation is always here, right? Because you're like, where? Nimepata 100,000. Woo! So this one, I will go to Mombasa by the time I will finish my job. And nyambie mguu mwili pole. Or sometimes you go like, I will do ABCD, right? And then it comes to after delivery disappointment. Your Mombasa trip that you wanted to go in April, imededi bado. Like, haujaenda. You are so frustrated. You are so disappointed. And then actually that kills your morale to go back to doing the job, especially in the digital marketing space. So first things first, learn how to handle your disappointments. Right now, there are corporates who will give you 60 days after submitting your invoice to be paid. Yeah, like you're given a job, your job is 2 months, 3 months. After 3 months, you do your report, send the report back with an invoice, and do you know how long you'll wait? 60 days to get your money. So should you even think about that money anyway? So personally, I don't plan for money that has not hit my bank account. Even if I'm a millionaire, I don't plan for that money. And that is something that digital has taught me. I know it might look like it's too much, but it's what it is. If you don't take it, another person will do what? Will take it. So what do? Plan out your services differently. And that is why I usually say, please have at least 4 strong spaces that you really can do something or give a service in digital marketing. Okay? And then plan out your year in quarters. So for me, how I deal with the corporates, January, February, March, I'm just following up my last year money and then having fun. And for the ones who want us to start building a strategy, please call me so that we can get into a meeting, pay me for consultancy. That's all. And I don't expect a lot, by the way, in the first quarter of the year. The second quarter of the year, that's when we have now planned most of the strategies, campaigns, and we want to roll out. And you notice even the small businesses actually behave like that. The second quarter is when everyone is like, whew, there are some events using to happen where we need to be part of it. So the first quarter, make sure that you map it very well. You understand what is the industry saying, what are they talking about. So that's where the listening comes in. And I love the fact that you have actually built a very amazing database and people can use that. Okay? The likes of beauty is every day you have to go to, if you have to go to salon, you have to go to salon. If you have to make your nails as a lady, you have to make your own option. If it's the food industry, you will have to. But there are some industries which you will notice that their months, their quarters, they actually don't do a lot of digital, if that is the case. If you are into the gig aspect now, monthly contract or a 3-month contract. So the first quarter, personally, I don't plan. The second quarter, I think that is when I'm like, I need to start thinking about money. You'll see me a lot doing events, speaking engagements. And the reason why I do that, always be on digital as much as we talk about the strategy. Also, Buana, have a strategy in mind on how to work around your way to go to the client's pocket, okay? Not to the client's face now. You are into the client's pocket. Always work yourself through how to do it. People who are seeing are people who are remembered, right? You probably remember your pastor because you see him on the podium every Sunday or Saturday, right? But there are people you'll never remember. And that is why, funny thing in high school or in primary, we used to know the backbenchers, tunajua ni noise makers, but we don't know who they are, right? But watu wa mbele unawajua because ukiingia class, you see them first, right? Before you go to the back. But funny thing is the teacher will always see the people at the back. That's life. So what do you do in terms of business? Always make sure that you are seen somewhere. I don't mean events, but there some of us still freak out when we go to events, when we are asked to talk. And I like how you were so confident. By the way, last week I wrote on LinkedIn about I was able to deal with anxiety. Every time I am asked to go on stage, I used to shiver. I will sweat, honestly. And I think one thing that I learned is a smile really changes a lot of things. Even with your clients, you learn that a smile, before you speak, how you smile or how your face beams in front of people works miracles. That aspect gives a friendly human, you know? And then at the end of the day, you will connect in ways you'll be like, wow, I thought I knew you from somewhere. And you're even lying, by the way. I thought you knew. But because that smile really builds something. So that's a tact you can use when it comes to businesses. Don't always go like, Another thing I used apart from the smile is I usually didn't like the aspect of meeting clients. And when I found the digital space and the virtual aspect of meetings, I was like, oh, God, thank you so much. You have really saved me a lot from meeting people, because I never used to look at people in the eye. It was so tough for me. Even though, in high school, we were given UB prefects, everything and all that. But some people don't know what we are fighting as demons. You can have the skills, the expertise, but sometimes you don't know the little things that are pulling you back. So how do I manage to do that? I think someone ever told me that you look very nice in your Bantu notes. I love my natural hair like that. I don't like braids on everything. And that's why sometimes you always see me with my pineapple all the time. And so I got into the meeting, and then someone said, wow, I love your hair. Like that opening statement alone calms you down. You go like, so I wasn't supposed to come with a wig? Oh, I wasn't supposed to go to the makeup specialist and do my face before I come, And simple things actually draw people closer. From a smile, from how you present yourself. I'm not saying it's bad for you to be so exceptional in how you prepare yourself, the wig, the everything. That's amazing. But personality is what is getting a lot of people money. I like how you always present, Alphonse. You're always kind of playful. And some people will be like, hey, why are you so playful like that? But there are people, honestly, the corporates want that. They don't want people who are super serious, because they're tired of people looking at the corporate world as a super serious space, right? And that's why right now, if you look at the different corporate spaces, they're trying to shift to, can we accommodate the new generation who don't want super serious people? They just want people to be human, right? They just want people to be themselves, which is actually amazing. I love it, personally. I was like, Fuchs, finally I'm a Gen Z. Yeah, honestly, I always wanted to go to meetings the way I want, but I didn't know how. Because our millennial aspect is like, you need to be in a certain way, You need to be polished. But I'm not saying Gen Zs are not polished, honestly. I'm not saying that. Only that I love the way you have shifted how we look at life. At the end of the day, life has to be lived, And that is the same thing I usually look at when it comes to you going out there and looking for business. Life has to be lived. Please stop caging yourself. And one thing that people will notice in you is your personality. And some people out here have traveled a lot, have got jobs a lot because of their personality. Okay? So personality will really help you to engage with more clients and more corporate clients. I've worked in the NGO space. And I think this is the space that taught me always ask what is your budget first. Because all the time I was like, I hope I've not taken a lot of time. We are good? We are good? Good. And sometimes they will ask me, no, the first time I started working in the NGO space, I think I was just as an influencer. It was Oxfam International, who was talking about climate space in Africa and all that. And what I did is I just did exactly what they wanted. And then after that, I felt empty. after I got paid, I felt empty. The money was good, but I felt empty. The reason why I did is that I just focused on doing what they wanted, and I forgot something so important, a conversation. Right now, if you ask so many people, a conversation has opened so many doors to them other than a pitch, right? A pitch, yes, will give you a chance to be listened to, but a conversation will get you to spaces you never thought you would be there. So the second time they reached out, I was like, whew, now I need to wear my woman pants and be that chatterbox. Let me understand what they really want, or maybe know this person. And one thing I like about the Europeans is that if you want to be easy, they will be easy on you. If you want to be there speaking, twanging, you know, sometimes you find yourself twanging and that will juke twang. But because the English is flowing and you want to tell them, you know, language in the you know, we forget that sometimes it's good to just be messy a little bit, have fun. And one thing I learned about them, if you have ever been in a meeting with the Europeans, if you they talk about themselves, they start with family. They'll be like, I have one wife. You'll be like, why are you telling me this? Like, information of Anya, you know? They will tell you, I have one wife, I have a wife and 2 kids. Or some of them will tell you, oh, you know, I got divorced. You're like, this is unnecessary. Our Africanism doesn't allow us to talk about family in such scenarios, right? Because that's how we have been taught. And that is the time I came to notice for them, they are people-focused, not job-focused, not contract-focused, not money-focused. It's people-first. And actually, you'll notice that in the market, people-first will get you far than even thinking of money first. And that is why some of the businesses who are ranking high or who are doing well on social media, honestly, if you ask them of the tactics, they don't know how they got there. They just know that we are doing well. But if you look at their videos, they have people first. If you look at their content, they have people first. So how are you people first? Can you know each other? So that really changed the way I view my life. And every time I'm asked, tell me about yourself, I start with a joke. Or I start with, today, I ask them a question. Have you ever eaten traditional? They're like, what do you mean? So it helps ease the conversation so that by the time you talk about money, but be tactical. Usiende uanze kuongea everything about your personal life, you forget the business. Bwana, you are there for a reason. So always be tactical. And then after, shift. And that shift helps them feel like they already know you. Okay? I'm not saying you go talk about your family. There's so many things you can talk about, fun activities that you like doing, or something you read that was amazing and you like to share. And then you break it to the main conversation of the call. And then you'll notice that by the time you finish the call, even how you interact after that, it's really different. Some of us have built relationships through a cup of coffee or lunch. Yes. The reason why some of us ask for lunches is not just because at you or tukonanja, because we want to break that professional barrier. We want to be easy. So that by the time we get out of the meeting, you'll be like, I feel like I know her better and I know her more, and I will be disappointing her if I don't give her the job. Okay? So always find a way. Funny thing is that I work with businesses and CEOs, and sometimes the way we chat or the way we talk, the way we just, maybe in a meeting we converse and then I'll be like, I don't think, then you add something, people are like, how do you guys build this rapport and all that? It starts with, how are you in terms of asking people, how are you? How are you okay? Is everything fine? Or when they are sick, you don't be like, oh, quick recovery. So what? That is a phrase everyone uses, right? Okay, I heard that you are sick. I hope you have been okay. Would you like me to even send you fruits? Sometimes, yes. Do you know people sometimes say, no, there's no need, but hata kama una pesa, just yes, I would like to send you fruits, but there are no fruits anywhere. But just show that compassion, you know? That really helps. But I'm not saying we go out there and lie. Just what I'm trying to say is be real, be you, and you notice that it's very easy to connect with the next person, okay? The rate card thing, rate cards, please plan your rate cards into 3, ask your friends, talk to your friends, or if you don't know where to start, if their rate cards ziko pale juu, always ask the client, what is your budget? Honestly, every client knows how much to spend. Wasikudanganye te hawana budget. Trust me, si mko na budget? Wanakuanga na budget, unajua ni ngapi wanataka kutumia. Watakwambia, we don't have a budget. So you want to get into business without a budget? How? Ask them, just tell me your budget. Okay? And that is why that breaking the professional barrier, or rather wall, helps you to actually have that conversation in a negotiation manner. Okay? They tell you, honestly, we have this, but what do you think? And then you tell them, oh, my rate card actually is a bit higher, but I'm willing if we can start with 1 month that, and if we be able to hit ABCD, that gives you more power to know what to do. Okay? If it's the S, you tell them, okay, I can't promise you will be on the first page, but I will be able to hit 1, 2, 3. And then from there, once you hit them, of course, choose the ones you can easily hit, by the way. Hey, yeah. So you have to play smart. Hit them, and then after that, they'll be like, wow, you're actually doing amazing. Especially if they don't know what they're doing, and you are the expert, you'll get the better the better chance to even request for a hike of 20%. So it's okay. Sometimes I take jobs that don't meet my rate card, but not because I really want that job, but because I feel like we can grow together. And I think that is what more businesses look at. They don't want to change social media marketers, digital marketers from month to month or after every 3 months. They want to work with someone for 2 years, 3 years. So find a way you can grow your rates. You say, let's have the first contract 3 months. Okay, if we hit A, B, C, can we kindly agree that we will add 20% or 30%? You say yes. Then the next contract should go for 6 months. Okay, good. Then you go for 6 months as you help them grow. That's now what we call growing together. Instead of you growing at a high rate and then they're also struggling. So that also helps you to learn the business, learn the client, and know exactly where are our pain points. How can we solve them, okay? By the time you get the 1 year, now you'll be talking about bigger projects. Let's do more visibility. Let's work with influencers if they have grown and you have really helped them. Now they see the confidence in you to a point that sometimes you want to go there, but they're like, no, I don't think we will let you go. If you are going, please get us someone to work under you so that we can give you space to focus on other things. Actually, that's how I work with some of the businesses 5 years later. Because some of them will tell me, please, you're not going anywhere. You understand our business in out, but we will get you an intern, and you will be focusing on helping the intern in case she or he has an issue. It works a lot. So how do you build your value? It starts kidogo. Some of us started influencer marketing being paid 10 bob airtime. But that was 2017. Hiyo pesa ilikuwa mingi. Hata hiyo time ilikuwa. Si saizi unapiga simu call 2 minutes, hata 2 minutes 10 bob ishakatwa. As you network, please don't forget yourself. Networking is not about just knowing the other person. Also give yourself chance to be known. Share about yourself. Talk about what you do. Talk about your issues. The biggest problem we have right now in the digital space is that everyone wants to look like they have made it. But huku nyuma, tuko na stress. Tuko na client hajajibu, hatujui contract itakuwa renewed, hatujui what we will do next. We are stressed. So please be vulnerable if you can to the people you network with, especially those people who can give you opportunities. And I'll echo one thing Alphonse said. Right now, if you were to do something, people will be like, you are too busy for us. That is another thing. Please don't ever look too busy to your next client. And that depends on how you share online and what you share. If you go like, oh, I have 20 clients, and you go like, I still want to onboard more, Who wants you to add another client? 21. What time will you give me, honestly? You won't, right? So balance on how you share your success too. If it's a contract, just state it. It's a contract, okay? Don't be like, oh, I have 20 clients, 50 clients. Honestly, if you're keen, the big agencies, an example, in Kenya, the biggest agencies don't have 200 clients on their portfolio. They have like 15, right? They have like 10. Some of them just have like 3. They service them, just 3. But because they ask a better rate, and because the brands need more manpower, it means so many other people are going to be employed to do everything and all that. So please don't ever look so busy if you want to grow. If you can manage dealing with 10 clients, don't go online and talking about it all the time. You know your speed, you know your expertise, you know how you schedule yourself. Please communicate the expertise, don't communicate you being swamped with work, okay? If you need more clients, that is how you can get more. Please ask if you can. Some people feel like, I can't ask, let people come because Janet said build your value. Hey, trust me, sometimes you can't know your value if you're not asking people, can you help me get this job? And then they help you get the job, and then that's when you notice, kumbe I can actually get like a 20,000, 100,000 clients, you know? The networks I have built over time, there are people I train to, a mentor to, and most times I get a client or rather a brand will ask me, please give us one of your trainees. Do you know why they do that? Anyone? Why do you think some people will go to someone and tell them, please give me one of your trainees? Or give me someone who has gone through you? Or give me someone you know who is good at doing ABCD? Anyone? Why do you think people will go for, kindly, we need a referral from you? There's something people never say. Most times when we refer, sometimes it's like us doing the job, only that it's not us. Do you know that? Like when I refer you, you'll go to the client, but the client knows he has employed you, but also he has access to who? To me. How? Anytime you'll be stuck, you'll be like, Janet, please help me in this. But that's life. That's how we grow. That's how we learn, actually. And that is mentorship. Sometimes people say, I don't have a mentor, but that's a mentor right there. So that is why sometimes you find that some people will be referred their first time working in that space, but they will be paid better. Why? The referral also holds something called value. So value is something that is built over time. It's just like wine when they tell us, oh, watu wanalamba ka wine, wanasema, ni ya 19 sijui nini. Like, how do you even know? But they usually say they know, right? They say the longer it stays, the sweeter. I don't take one, so I don't know. But that's how value goes. Like if you do things after some time and always keep on showing, keep on doing your thing, people will notice that you have been here and you are helping. And that's another thing. If you want to get clients, please be open to help. One thing that has grown me over time, there was a time I used to brag a lot. I'm like, yo, by the way, I don't pitch to clients. Yeah, by the way, I never used to. I pitched the first time, and then the first times you go write a proposal and then inakunywa maji. That happens in every journey. But nowadays, if you want to be smart, please, for us, we have gone through that to help you learn better ways to approach it. So do this. Keep on showing up for yourself. Keep on learning. Keep on being in spaces. Learn when to ask for money and learn when not to ask for money. Please. That's something that I had to learn the hardest way. Learn when you can go to a space and talk to people because you have been given an audience, and learn when to actually say, I need to be paid. Okay? All right? Because in this life, value is built into. You can build it in terms of money, and also you can build it in terms of social capital. The people you surround yourself with, the people who actually talk about you, the people who think about you first. And that is the best way you can get clientele. Nowadays, sometimes I get pissed off a lot when I see us sharing, we are hiring so and so, knowing very well, we will look for our network and be like, oh, do you know someone who can come? It's sad, that's a reality, by the way. It's sad, but it's a reality. So the question is, how are you building your social capital? Because that also plays an important role in your growth in terms of the digital marketing space, especially digital, where sometimes I log into LinkedIn and I feel like everyone is an expert. I feel like sometimes we feel that you've wasted your time building over time and then no one sees you, or maybe no one, or maybe some people are saying, oh, they are doing amazing. And then you wonder, what have I been doing all my life? Balance. What's next is balance. Balance on your social growth, on your personal growth, on anything that is happening in your life. And most importantly, I want to tell you this. It's not easy to make money online. Yes, we can make it sound easy, but it's not easy to get a job online. And if you do, please build something called a relationship with that client. Okay? And if you want to go with niches, and I think that is something, allow me to speak a little bit about niches. We talk about niche. If you want to be in the agricultural space, niche. If you want to be in the finance space, niche. That's a very important thing to do. But right now, I don't want you to focus on just one niche. If you look at the skills that we learn in the digital space, they can be applied anywhere, right? I want you to look for at least 4 spaces you're really comfortable working in. Is it agricultural space? Do you understand a bit of it? Do you have the passion to learn about agriculture, climate? Add it. Now, let me give you an example on how I narrow down my business clientele and the corporates. I have 5 spaces I can move around. I have the health space. I have the agricultural space, climate space. I have the fintech space. I have the edtech space. And then I have the food. Food also is aligned to the health space. And also, which one? For the NGOs, I go hard on health and climate because they love such conversations. And most of their events will be around either climate change or environment or health and the aspect of finance. Finance is across the different industries that we have. So the reason why I go into the finance, because when we'll be having the conference for climate, we will be talking about investment, right? We'll be talking about sponsoring projects. So that is the money aspect too. The EdTech, that's where the training comes in. This actually helps me to plan out my 3 quarters in the year. I usually plan the 3 quarters. The first one, I'm constantly doing my networking and all that, and then the 3, I focus on how can I actually get money from them. The reason why you are looking at the different niches, or rather the different spaces I would like to operate in, is because there are times your space, maybe you're working on gig per gig, especially the people there's sometimes in digital, sometimes it's hard to get a client who pays you monthly, yeah? And sometimes you want to exercise your different skills that you have. So maybe someone needs a strategy, or maybe they need somebody to train on something. Training doesn't happen every day. I do training, but honestly, in a year, my trainings are like 10 to 15. That's what I've noticed. And those are the ones that I know if I do them, I'm going to be paid. Those are the ones that I'm now I'm collaborating with brands. But the others, individual ones that they're individuals. Yes, sometimes I feel like I need to do charity. There are times I charge, there are times I don't charge. So learn how to plan out that so that you know which time is their market for this particular thing. Even influencers, as much as people call themselves influencer marketers, content creators, there are times they honestly don't have anything. They are broke. Oh, by the way, broke. Very broke. And that's why sometimes unaona inafika time in Kenya tunasahau watu wengine. Have you ever noticed? Yeah, after 2 years unashanga nani alienda wapi? Bana, it's not sustainable. And that is why we keep on saying, please find other things to do. Have at least 8 to 12 skills. Digital marketing has so many skills. Please learn if you can. Learn them. Hata kama uko photography space, yes, good. You are a photographer, you are a videographer. And at some point, you'll have to learn how to manage a page, right? Because you want to create the videos, you edit them and do what? And post them, right? There are clients who don't have the luxury to spend a lot of money on 5 people. They just need 1 person. So that is why that's how you need to be competitive in the market. Don't just learn one thing and be like, oh, I'm good at website development. Saizi we have AIs. Prompt. Kuna website. So what do you need to add more? Content aspect. Mtu anasema, oh, content, apana, prompt AI. Tena. You know, what can I do? So now what do? Learn the AI tools, perfect them, learn the different ways on how to do better, and be the only person to be known for that. And never feel ashamed to ask for something from people who have already created. There's no shame in money, by the way. Meienda kwa ninio alafu mtu akwambia machukua hiyo for free. Anataka pesa yake, hata kama una bargain. As women we love bargaining a lot. Hata kama ni 20 bob yake, lazima utafanya nini? Utampea hiyo 20 bob yake. And that's something that taught me about butter. By the way, do we never ask for our shilling? And I like the fact that we have mobile payment. Because kitambo used to leave my 1 shilling. Nowadays, you pay exactly that money. Do you know if 20 people leave 1 bob, how much is that? That's a bonus. That's a profit for them. If 2,000 people or 5,000 people in different stores leave 1 bob, how much is that? Free money. And you worked for it honestly. But you know something funny about life? When you have it, you feel so generous. Ngoja ukose. Utaomba hata hiyo fuliza But I don't want to take much. Thank you so much, everyone. What next? I wish you all the best. Don't shy away from asking. Don't shy away from doing it. Don't shy away from presenting yourself in the spaces. If you can reach out to anybody you are in the space and you want them to give you an opportunity to speak, to share, please do so, okay? Please do so. There's no shame in building. People will talk. If they will talk bad, that's the perfect time for you to grow and scale up. Push. And funny thing about life, you might think that everyone else who has come in front of you, they're much better. Only that to notice 2 months later, you're much better than them. So push, do your thing. Thank you so much.
Just mentioned that your value is in your network. As you all come here, the person sitting next to you is basically your network. I want to go to the next phase as we come almost to the end of this session, and that will be the certificates. We'll be issuing the certificates. I'll just humbly request Mr. Alphonse, together with Ms. Janet, you will assist me with that. Then after that, we'll have a small ceremony, just a cake cutting ceremony, and photo session for all of us, and then we'll call it an end. Thank you. I'll call it based on how you keyed in your names in the Excel sheet. So when I call you, you'll simply come front. All right, so I'll start with the first person on my list. That is, when they're coming, we just give them a round of applause as they come. Then he'll present. So I'll ask Mr. Alphonse. To just come. Keith Kimani, please come. As that is going on, John Joroge can be in the line. Thank you. Wanjiku John. Thank you. Next is Maya Wanjiku. The next is Kelvin Kamazu Banda. Then Ainea Masinde. Maria Kadogo. Next is Samba. Next is Winfred Ndundu. Lastly, for Mr. Alphonse, I call Irene Wendo. All right. Thanks so much, Mr. Alphonse. Next, I'd wish to request Ms. Janet to take us to the next, the last phase. Wesley Thuo. Speranza. That is going on. Alvin Kaduki should be online. And Rita Jambi. Then next is Nixon Nyaga. Brandon. Right, thank you, Jasmine. Lastly, Alan Richter. All right, thanks so much, Miss Janet. All right, thank you so much to all of you, and congrats to all who managed to attend. Just as we conclude, I just want to say the certificate that has just been presented to you is just but the first step after your training. Now the next step is how are you going to use that certificate? I believe currently we have managed to onboard just one in this cohort, that is Alvin. Maybe you can just say hi from wherever he is. Thank you. Alvin is currently part of Oracom Group, working as a digital marketer, and I hope you are enjoying it there. We still have one more position, so for those who are up to the task and can take the digital marketing and are so confident in it, we'll be sharing that opportunity on our group. I hope we are all in there. Then from there we'll begin the conversation. Otherwise, thanks so much, and I want to move to the next and the last phase. Is for the cake cutting. We'll just do some small rearrangement here. Then we'll have some few to represent the students, and as well as Mr. Alphonse and Ms. Janet for the cake cutting, as the rest can pick the sodas on the other side. Thank you so much.